so sweet. Riley KS can't be beat. Heave-ho, Riley KS gaming. Heave-ho, her pocket's always full. Heave-ho, purple queen is coming. Heave-ho, come on, let's go. Her puppies, Jack and Jill, so true. Shelly, Januki, Jamie, and Melissa, her crew. Protector of dog dens in Dincomb's land. Lost in Palia, controller in hand. Heave-ho, Riley KS gaming. Heave-ho, her pocket's always full. Heave-ho, purple queen is coming. Heave-ho, come on, let's go. Listen, Linda, what does she say? How do I do that? Asked every day. Jersey or BFF through thick and thin. Simulator games, where does she begin? Heave-ho, Riley KS gaming. Heave-ho, her pocket's always full. Heave-ho, purple queen is coming. Heave-ho, come on, let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Megastore Simulator. How's everybody doing tonight? I was actually going to stream Solar Punk tonight, but I am too tired. I'm too tired to think. So I wanted something that I didn't have to really think so much. So it was kind of the same excuse I had last night. Hey Terry, how are you? Hey Gina, good to see you. Hey Fantastic, how are you? Good to see everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. I literally got home from the hospital, picked up my son, went to grab something to eat, and came home and posted the stream. So that's why y'all didn't get very much notice, because I didn't have very much time. I wasn't sure if I was going to stream at all, actually, because I just, like I said, I was at the hospital until just not that long ago. So yeah, it's been a good day today. Sorta. Hey, aloha, how are you? Good to see you. How you doing? So, the good news is, hi baby. The good news is, my husband said my son's name when he went out and saw him earlier today. I wasn't there, so I don't know how clearly it sounded or not, but he said he heard his name. I went up there after work. They are going to be moving him out of the ICU. He is doing that well. He's not 100% awake all the time. He still sleeps a lot. You know, he's in pain. They took some of his staples out of his head, which was good. They had a mitt on his right hand because he kept pulling on the feeding tube, which was in his nose. Well, they've moved that to his stomach now. So they took off his mitt, and he keeps moving his legs around and stuff. So I went in there and I sat down, and he saw me, and I took his hand. First time in a long time, in the last 2 weeks. And we held hands. He squeezed my hand really hard. Had a pretty good grip for somebody probably as weak as he is right now. And he rubbed his thumb against mine, and I did against his. It was the most tender moment, and I bawled. I was trying not to cry in front of him, but I was so happy I cried, and I saw a tear come out of his eye. So he's not talking. He's not there yet, but he's made so many improvements. It's unbelievable. It is unbelievable. And last night I had called the nurse to check on him, and the speech pathologist went in there to see him yesterday, and she was surprised how well he was like doing things in such a short time. It's only been 2 weeks today. And she took flashcards in, and she would hold up the flashcards, and she would ask him to point to one of them, but not say which one it was. And he pointed and got it right every single time. She was like, I cannot believe he's that coherent. He may not be able to talk, and he's definitely there. He's definitely there. Hi, Nick Gamer. How are you? So we're getting there, you guys. Now, he was not in the new room yet. They said they would call me once he gets moved. They're probably trying to find one and clean it and everything. But he's on the same floor, which is the neurology floor, because he does have, you know, he has a head trauma. So they're keeping him on the same floor. They're just moving him out of ICU. So he'll be real close to where he is now. He won't be that far. So I think we restocked. Did we restock? Nothing to restock. Okay. I always check the upstairs to check the doll houses. It's not that I don't believe them, but I don't believe them. Oh, that looks good. Okay. I have to believe them that time. Oh my gosh, you guys, so many things. Now the bad news, where am I going over there for? The bad news, or not so great of news, is the fact that my youngest son is on his way to Japan, which is great. The only problem is they're having really bad storms in Dallas. He left at 6:30 this morning. Should have been in Dallas at 8:30. They went to Dallas and had to turn around and go to Oklahoma to fuel. And they sat there for a couple of hours because of the storms in Dallas. They couldn't go back. So he missed all of his connecting flights. Yeah. And he was freaking out and very frustrated. And we have a family chat, and he was just really upset. But he's in Dallas now. They've already rebooked his flights. He's supposed to take off, I think, in about a half an hour or maybe closer to an hour. He has one more layover. And then after that, then he's on his way to Japan. Hey, Bugsy, how are you? Good to see ya. How you doing? So he's had a really rough day. He's had a really rough day. And I felt so bad. I was trying to figure out if I could rebook his flight and everything because he was panicking. But he's okay. He just went and got something to eat. He's got his boarding pass. And he just went and got something to eat. Oh, he says he lands there at 11. And then at 12:50, they board on his flight to Japan. So he has about an hour to get to the next gate. I told him, as soon as you land, go to the information desk right at the gate and say, hey, where is this next gate? And tell them what the gate number is. And they can get you there faster because you're not going to know the airport. And so they can tell you where to go much faster. Hey, serious? Look at those fancy freezers. I love those freezers. Although, the only thing I still love them, but they're big. They're so much bigger. Like, where I had my freezers, I thought, how is this going to fit in there? Let me ask my son what time he takes off. So, yeah, I'm trying to keep track of him. Now, by the time he gets to Tokyo, I will be fast asleep. But he's still supposed... Oh, thank you. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. That's where the other freezers were. So I just paused my restockers and I just redid everything. But you know what? They're so much bigger, I felt like, than the other ones were, that I kind of had to add additional like I had to add additional pizzas. I only had one row of them before, and now I've got two, just because I wanted this to look full, and it didn't, because yeah, I added extra meat and stuff just because I couldn't fill it. There wasn't enough food. So Dev wasn't happy with the signs decors updates, so we added new music items. I saw that. I don't even have the music stuff yet. I was all excited because I saw an update and I saw it was about the music stuff, and I don't even have that department yet. Hey, I'm trying to get my money up, you know, before I start hitting them highfalutin money grabbing departments. So he has a little bit of a layover in Dallas before his next flight. So he's just vegging at the gate. Did I miss the... Oh, I'm sorry, Bugsy. I'm so sorry, Buzzy. Yes, you did. So everybody else gets to hear it again and hoop and holler. So my son went up and saw my husband today, and he believes he's heard him say his name. Now, I wasn't there. I was at work, but he believes he heard his name. So that was exciting. And then he brought me my FMLA papers at work so I could scan them and send them to myself here and get them sent to where I need to send. And then I went up there. And, you know, Bugsy, remember I had told you they had put a silk mitt on his right hand because he kept trying to pull out his feeding tube from his nose? Well, they moved his feeding tube. Remember, I told you guys that last night? They moved it to his stomach. So he doesn't have that on his nose anymore. So they took his mitt off. So I sat down. He saw me, totally knew me, and reached his hand up. I sat down next to his bed and we held hands. He squeezed my hand. I was trying not to cry in front of him because I know he's kind of probably confused on what's been going on anyway, but I could not stop the tears. And he rubbed his thumb against mine and I rubbed mine against his, and we just sat there and held hands for a bit. And then I looked up and I saw a tear come out of his right eye. So let's just say we were both happy to see each other. I felt like it's been so long. It was 2 weeks today when he had his accident. And I felt like it's been so much longer that we've actually gotten to sit and hold hands, and that he actually recognized me. So that happened tonight. And they are moving him out of the ICU into a regular room. It's still going to be on the neurology floor because he does have a head trauma. So they are keeping him right on the same floor that he is now, but he just won't be in ICU. He'll be in a regular room. So just because he's doing that well, you know, he's just doing that well, which is awesome. And I found out last night when I talked to the nurse, the speech pathologist, went and saw him last night. I don't know if I told you guys this last night. I can't remember. Oh, that's some very good news. I know. Well, last night, yesterday, a speech pathologist went and saw him, and she's going to start visiting him regularly. She's going to try to see if she can start teaching him how to swallow, remembering how to swallow and stuff. So maybe he can actually start eating and drinking. But she went and held up flashcards and told him, like, which one is blue? You know, show me which one is blue. Or, you know, she'd ask him questions to point out which one she was talking about. He literally pointed to the card and they were correct every single time. So he's definitely becoming more cognitive. He's becoming more aware. Now, he's still sleepy and he still sleeps all the time. I mean, he does have a head trauma. You know, like he'd fall asleep several times tonight when I was sitting there. But then he'd wake back up. And at one point he pointed over my shoulder, and it was the little stuffed animal dog, German Shepherd, that his sister brought up. And I said, oh, you want Jack and Jill? Jack and Jill miss you. And I set it down on his bed. He took it in his hand and pulled it up kind of to his chest and held it for a little bit. He finally fell back to sleep, but he took it and held it up to his chest, you guys. I about lost it. So by the time I left, he was sound asleep. His broken leg was bothering him. They gave him some pain meds, and I think that kind of made him drowsy and go to sleep. But they're supposed to call me when they move him to the new room and let me know the room number and everything. So I think it's just going to take a while. So yeah, it was huge. It was huge news today. I still have a lot of stuff I need to do this weekend, and I did take Monday off. I have a lot of stuff I have to do Monday. For one thing, I need to go talk to his social worker Monday about the whole long-term care hospital and all that. Now they just being moved to a regular room and stuff. Is that changing anything? Do I have an empty box here? Oh my God. Of course I do. Have I ever come into the store and not had an empty box? No, I have not. Excuse me, pardon me. I always have an empty box. See if we have any down around this way. So anyway, it was good. It was a good day. It was a good day. So last night, twice, Sirius, I don't know if you're still here. Last night, twice, when I played and streamed, two different restockers got stuck, and I had to go out to the main menu and come back in, and then they were fixed. But I don't know why all of a sudden they were getting stuck. North Coast Bear, hey, how are you? Thank you so much for raiding over on the Twitch side. How are you doing? Good to see you. What were you playing? What were you playing tonight? Rhodey is doing good after her surgery. When she realized she had a onesie on today to protect the incision, she got scared and tried to run away from it. Oh no, I could see that happening. I could see that happening. You're playing Megastore? Awesome. How you doing on yours? Checking out the new music stuff. Oh, you know what? I have not made the music department yet. I am being really stingy on my money. I think the music department and the electronics department are so expensive that I'm kind of trying to finish some other departments first before I jump into the music or the electronics department. I do kind of want to see what the new music stuff looks like though. Because I played this before when it first came out. I ended up restarting my game not too far into it because I decided I was going to wait on music and electronics. So I had them for a while at the very beginning, and they just sold like hotcakes. It was hard to keep them in stock, and then it was like they were so expensive to restock. The new items are so gorgeous. Oh, I'm going to have to check out somebody else who has it. Actually, I could probably see the pictures. I did see that the dev actually put some pictures out there. I'll have to see what they look like. I'm kind of in love right now with the summer department also. I love the summer department. I love that. The only thing I'm not a fan of is the ball caps. I don't understand the whole idea for the ball caps for summer unless it's just for the guys. I mean, obviously the sun hats are for girls. I mean, I think that's pretty obvious. I feel like he put a lot of caps in though, a lot of ball caps. Much more than he did the sun hats. I just think that's kind of weird, but that's just me. That's just me. I have detailed on all of them. What does that mean? I have detailed on all of them. Oh, go to your page. I might have to do that later, hun, but I can't do it while I'm streaming. Nice. That's nice, though. But yeah, I haven't gotten there yet. But I was kind of thinking about doing that, but I kind of want to get my money up and really, I kind of want to finish the summer department. Oh, I know. Yeah, I got you. But yeah, I might later. But yeah, I really want to finish the summer department. And I did expand the warehouse a little bit more last night. But yeah, I'm slow but sure. I am slow but sure. Well, Bugsy, I'm glad Rhodey is doing so good after surgery because, you know, that's not fun. That's not fun. So yeah, I'm in between. I've got my phone over here in case my son, who's on his way to Japan, messages me. And I'm also waiting for the hospital to call about my husband and the room they're moving him to. I'm just so excited about, I don't know. I'm going to miss my son because he's going to be in Japan for 2 weeks, but I'm just excited that my husband's doing better. And it's still going to be a slow go. You got to head out, enjoy the night. Oh, thank you so much for the raid. You have a good night also. Appreciate it. Hi, Jilly. Hi, Jilly. My Jilly girl's here. Aren't you a good girl? You guys are panting like crazy. You know why? Because you're running around playing really hard with each other. And you have a fur coat on because you're dogs. And you need to sit down for a little bit. And you probably get cooled off a little bit. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to go when the volcano blows. So long as I land where I can watch the Riley stream and push the like button is okay by me. Hey, Galen, how are you? Good to see ya. How you doing? Gina, what have you been doing with your mega store? Anything new and exciting? What are you doing? What are you doing? And then I've been kind of watching my husband's phone. Let me see what this one says, because I'm watching his meals. I'm still trying to get some things canceled of still trying to get some things handled. And that's one reason I decided to take off Monday, because I need to make some calls that you have to make like during business hours. And I just can't do that in work. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I've got to just take off some time and see if I can make some calls. I want to meet with his social worker. And discuss some things. I just don't have enough time. I just don't have enough time. I'm trying not to take off too much time now because I do have the last week of the month off. But I don't know what's going to happen in the next couple weeks. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of making me nervous. I mean, it could be good things. It could be not so good. I mean, I don't know what I don't know. But I keep trying to tell myself, take one day at a time. Just take one day at a time. Baby steps. You got your cooler set up and all your boxes put in, but you haven't had much time to play. Oh, I gotcha. Yeah, I was going to play Solar Punk tonight because I really want to work on that some more, but I am just so tired, you guys. I woke up about 3:20 this morning, and I thought the dogs were going to want to get up because they've done that to me before, but I just had to use the restroom. So I did that. Well, I get back in bed and the dogs are jumping all over the place. And I thought, great, I'll never get back to sleep. And I heard the garage door open and I thought, oh, you know, my son's girlfriend's taking him to the airport. I had already said my goodbyes before I went to bed. And so I told him to let me know when he got to his gate, when he boarded the plane, when he gets to the next destination, all that stuff. And he did, so my phone kept dinging. So I woke up at 4:30. I woke up at 5:30. By 5:30, I was like, I'm just getting up. I'm just gonna get up. Oh, hey, Dance Man, how are you? Good to see you. There have been some changes at work, so I'm temporarily working a different schedule. Oh, got you. I understand. They're romping and stomping around, and then they're panting like they're gonna die because they're so odd that they're playing. So yeah, I'm tired tonight because of that. So I thought, well, tomorrow I'll be able to take a good nap, and I'll just be able to, because I do want to really play Solar Punk. So I think I'm going to play that tomorrow night for sure. So I've been watching so many people, and they're so much farther ahead than I am. But under the circumstances, I just haven't gotten to play it a lot. I mean, just too much going on in my life right now. And every time I leave my husband at the hospital, though, I just hate it. Like, I'm afraid he's going to wake up and wonder where I am. And then I feel guilty. But I just can't just sit there and watch him sleep. I mean, I got home and the dogs didn't have any water, so I had to fill their water bowl. And, things just have to get done. So I always feel bad, though. You've been sick since yesterday? I'm so sorry. I hope you're feeling better. So yeah, it's slow but sure. Everything is one day at a time. I feel over anxious if I start thinking about, well, what about this and what about that? I just have to take it one day at a time. I mean, that's all any of us can really do, So anyway, how's everybody else doing? I'm sorry you're sick or haven't been feeling good, Dance Man. That's not fun. That's not fun. So I play Megastore when I don't have to think too hard. If I want a game that I just want to chillax, and it's one of my favorite games, so I don't ever mind playing it, But when I just don't want to have to think real hard and I'm just tired, this is the game I like to play. Little better, got to get Tsunami later from work. Got you. I got some news myself. The ringworm is dried, so that means it's not completely gone yet on my head, but it will be gone in a week or more. Did you find out where you got that from, Fantastic? Like, I know that's real easy to get from other things, but I never heard of getting it on your head. Speaking of heads, now that my husband doesn't have that mitt on his hand, he lifts his hand up and he puts his hand behind his head and goes to sleep, because that's what he does in his recliner all the time. And he kept trying to cross his ankles, but lifting his broken leg hurt. And he kept saying, ow, ow, ow. And I'm like, well, honey, it's because you're moving your leg and your leg is broken. He doesn't realize. I'm fed up hearing about the dumb football World Cup every minute at work. Kimmy, where do you work? Did you hear about that every day? Do you work for them or something? Like, I don't hear about them at all. Oh, you're treating it with special shampoo. Oh, got you. That makes sense. Kimmy, what are you doing? Hearing about that why at your work would you hear about that all the time? I haven't heard about it at all. I didn't even know there was a football World Cup. Had no idea. I know there's a soccer World Cup, but I didn't know there was a football World Cup. I work in retail. Customers are constantly talking about it. Oh, really? I don't get out much, Kimmy. I don't get out much. So I'm glad I don't get out much. That's so funny. So, too much fun. Football is soccer. Oh, you're in Scotland. Oh, that's true. That's true. I forgot about that. I forgot you were in Scotland. And that's true. Yep, that's true. Dance man. Yep, that's what Kimmy just said. She's in Scotland. That is true. I was going to say, because football around here, that's not even started yet. They don't even start preseason until August. Kimmy! Kimmy, thank you so much for being a member for 37 months. That is such a long time. How have you put up with me that long? You're awesome. Have you put up with me that long? That's hard to do, you know what I'm saying? Whoa. Oh my gosh, my dogs are going crazy.
Purple gamers, you light up the stream. From the chat to the laughter, you're part of the dream. Every raid, every cheer, every purple heart you send my way. You make me fire every single day. Thank you for the love.
I want to see how much that warehouse to expand the warehouse. You're my family. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 more. We only have 4 more sections. Then what are we gonna do? Trust me, I put up with worse. Oh, I hear that. I hear that. I think what we're going to do is tomorrow, I think we might expand the warehouse again because we can. Now, we did add 2 more items last night to the summer area. Whoa, I feel like this needs to move over. It's this pole right here that's killing me. And my family. I put up with Rhyme and Nora. Kidding, I love her. I know, I do too, and I put up with her too. Then again, she puts up with me. So, you know, we kind of put up with each other. It's the way it goes. See how our toys are doing. Whoa. Ooh, not too bad. We didn't do too bad with the dollhouses and the ride-on toys. Maybe we're finally getting that down. I probably won't do it that way this time because I am always doing it incorrectly. So you can count on that. You can count on that. I'm trying to let them finish up a little bit. I'm trying to let them finish up a little bit before I call it an evening, and then we can restock. Oh, wow, 112,000. I think that's the most money we've had in this game. Now, it doesn't mean it's staying there for long, but you know, I'm trying right now not to let it get down too far. And then just getting it, you know, back up again. So we've been doing pretty good on that. And I'm gonna say the next store up expansion is probably gonna be upstairs. I would bet. Yeah, upper floor 69,000. Wow. Killing me. You're killing me. we're going to let them finish here real quick. I think they're getting close to being done. Maybe, maybe not. Who knows? We don't know. We just watch them go up and down the escalator with boxes. Oh, so Kimmy, how have you been? How's the puppy? Probably really big now. I should post an updated picture. Oh, yes, please do. I was just saying that. Hey, Jill, if you would calm down, you wouldn't be so hot. You're just playing hard. Are you playing hard? Why don't you go lay down? Go take a drink of water. Yeah? So one thing that I've been hoping to do as soon as possible, when my husband can wake up enough and can try to sign papers, I did print off. There's 2 power of attorney forms that you should sign. One's financial, one is health. And I brought them home. I printed them off at work today. I brought them home. I'm going to fill them out so that all he has to do is sign them. And the hospital does have a notary that all I have to do is, if I can get him ready to sign, then I just have to get the hospital notary up there, and then he can give power of attorney to me. Because I'm going to tell you what, if you don't have that now, don't wait till something like this happens, because my hands are so tied on some things that I cannot do because I cannot sign for him. So, we never imagined that we would need to get power of attorney on each other at the age 67. Like, we had no thought of it at all. And I'm going to tell you, it doesn't matter what age, you guys. If you feel like you're with the person you're going to be with forever, get power of attorney on each other so that each other can make decisions for you and help you, or how you can help them. Because I don't have that right now, and my husband is not awake enough to be able to do that. I'm sorry. I feel like every time I stream, all I talk about is my husband. But you guys, it's my biggest thing in my head right now. And it probably will be for a while. When he gets to the point where he's doing better and he can eat and he can sit up and he can talk, maybe, then I probably wouldn't be this fixated on him as much. You know what I mean? But until then, Tsunami wants that now on you after your heart. Dance man, get it on each other. I don't care if she's been sick or hurt or anything. You never know when something can happen. My husband is in the ICU. He has had a head trauma. Oh, thank you, Aloha. Thank you so much. I appreciate all the thoughts and prayers too, you guys. Hey, Jean, how are you? Good to see you. So, yeah, don't wait, because you don't know what can happen at any given time. So I really totally, because you have to sign it and you have to get it notarized. And when you notarize something, they have to watch you sign it. So it's not like we could just sign each other's name and we're good to go. They have to watch you sign it when they notarize it. Highly recommend. When he gets to where he's a lot better, even if he's not home, because he may have to go into a therapy facility for a little bit. But by that point, we could at least talk on the phone. You know what I mean? But once he gets to that point, I want him to sign papers on me, because you don't know. You don't know. I have to redo my music department with the new shelves. Oh, I don't have the music department yet, Jane, so I have not seen them. I used to when I first started playing the game, and so I kind of know what the old ones look like, but I don't have those department yet. I don't have that department yet. Oh, thank you, Aloha. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. He should be on your mind right now, so of course you should talk about it. I like know what's going on so I don't wonder what is. Oh, thanks, Bugsy. I appreciate that also. I feel like I talk too much about him, but he, like I said, he's the most on my brain right now. And really, to be fair, when you're playing Megastore Simulator, like there's a lot of downtime. 518 customers. 3 unavailable. That's not bad. That's getting further and further down. I'm not really sure why I had 3, and I'm really kind of stuck right now. Can you jump? Can you move? Okay. Woo. All right. I think what we're going to do first is expand the warehouse because it's 47,000. We have 107,000. We might as well. We still have 60,000. Let's go see what that did. I'm always curious what area it opened up. Probably right next to the one we opened up last time. Yep, it's right back here. So at some point, I want to move this one back. We might be able to do that now. That's the only thing. It's like when you move things around and then you fit things in different places, then you're like, oh, well, now I can move it back. You know what I'm saying? You're always constantly, at least at the beginning, you're constantly moving things back and forth because you're rearranging all the time. Will that even fit like that until I move those shelves? No, I got to move those shelves. Oh, those 2 right there. I got it. I got it. We'll just put this right here. If it'll fit. Yep. And this one it was too, I believe. I'm just gonna put it cattywampus like that for now, just so we can move this. I like it when I had all the walk-ins along this back wall. Now that pole's there, that's probably part of the problem, but it looks like it will fit. Perfect, perfect. Now we can move this. Hold that thought. I'm going to move this back over here, maybe. That might be over too far. No, not really. I could actually move it over just a pinch more. It's so hard to tell exactly how it's lined up when you're right in front of it. Oh, that's actually perfect. That's actually perfect. We could even put this right here. Will this fit over here? Oh, that can go back more, can it? Oh, you're not gonna, oh. There we go. That's okay that it's up a little bit. It's kind of even with the other one, and I kind of like that. Those can just stay like that. We have this one right here. We got to move somewhere. No, that would kind of be in the way. I know, you can go right here. I love how you can put these right in front of the walk-ins because I think they look really good. Perfect. That's perfect. And these are my extra walk-in freezers. Like I have extra. So I just set them over there. This can actually go over here. And once we get, if we have to get another shelf, we can kind of put it over here. We still have room to put a couple more shelves over there, so that's cool. Hey, Tigress, how are you? Good to see you. How you doing? Done his first beach trip photo is in there too. Oh, okay. Okay. I'm doing good. How are you, Tigress? Let me go to my Discord real quick. Oh my gosh, so big! So big, look how big! It's so cute. Oh my gosh, that is adorable. That is adorable. He's got such a beautiful face, and he has such expressive eyes. He's got such expressive eyes. I think they're so pretty. And look at that. Oh, how beautiful. Was he a little skittish? He just turned 6 months. Oh my goodness. Was he a little skittish of the sand in the water, Kimmy? At first? Such a beautiful dog. So cute. You've got to be so proud. Beautiful, beautiful. I hope he had fun. I hope he had fun. I know, isn't he cute, Aloha? I think he's so good. Oh, you know, I'm just a sucker for dogs anyway. I mean, I love cats too, because I used to have 2 cats, but I'm more of a dog person. We've had several, lots of German Shepherds, a couple of Cocker Spaniels. Yeah, we've had a lot. All right, we got that taken care of. So let's go out of stock. Ooh, we got some plum bread that's out of stock. And some toys. We always have toys out of stock. I should get 2 pallets of each of these just because. But I just don't want to have to jack with the room back there in the warehouse. If these came more than what they do in a pallet. Oh, I didn't need to do that. I mean, that's just like a ton of money right there. But you gotta do what you gotta do, you know? Grocery, we got some grocery stuff out. You know, I don't understand what's going on with my freezer, with my produce, because one of mine said that they were freezing or frozen. I don't know if I'm supposed to just pitch them and buy new or what I'm supposed to do. I don't remember which one it was now. I need to go back there and look because I'm not for sure. Clothing. We should probably get to where we unlock the rest of clothing first, or not first, but also. But I feel like we're working so much on the summer area right now. I kind of want to finish it now. That was clothing. Whoop. And then vending. Oh, we only have 1 vending. Okay. And then I can go to dock 3. And then let's look at licenses for summer. I'm like leaving the caps for last because I don't understand the caps. I don't understand why we have to have so many caps. Now we have some more inflatable rings here. 1, 2, 3, but there's 5 of them. And they probably go in the, you know, I kind of want to skip and get the umbrellas. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But there's 5 of them. Okay, Terry, I'll go look at it in a little bit, all right? You're going to look if that's okay? Oh, absolutely. You can lurk anytime you want, hon. You don't have to ask me. Okay, so I kind of want to get the umbrellas, but I feel like they're going to end up going in. I think they're going to end up going in this beach basket shelf, and there's 5 of them. So that means I have to get 2 of these. Okay, we're going to try it because I really like the umbrellas. So I got 2 of those. I have a feeling we're going to have to get 2 for the inflatables that are left also. Oh, I need to go to all. I have a feeling I'm going to have to end up getting 2 for the inflatables that are left. Why is my mouse not wanting to move? What is wrong with you? Okay, so we need, what's up there? Wait, go up. Oh, that's hats. My mouse doesn't want to move tonight. It's probably as tired as I am. I'm hoping my son will, when he gets settled on the plane to Japan, I'm hoping that there's only 5 on each of these. That's not good. Remember with the inflatable rafts, we ended up having to get 2 pallets of each because there's only 5 in a pallet. So I feel like we have to get 2 of each, which is going to take up more space in the warehouse, but we're going to run out too fast if we don't. So I'm hoping he'll be comfortable enough where he'll fall asleep on the plane to Japan, because he's got a really long plane ride ahead of him. And he's already been up a really long time. Poor guy. He's been having a day. He's been having a day, big time. Hey, Ronald. Hi, how are you? Hi, Michael. How you doing? Riley, no, he wasn't silly. He wasn't shy, nervous. The picture was Wallace stalking Gromit, the Labrador, who was busy in the water with a tennis ball. Oh, okay. Okay, got you. He kind of had a paw up and a leg up, and I kind of thought, well, maybe he's just shy or timid for getting in the water and feeling the sand. You know what I mean? But I was wrong. That's it? Okay. Excuse me, pardon me, you're in my way. Lady with a big truck full, dolly full, whatever full. Happy Friday to you, Michael. I'm so glad it's Friday. So glad. I've had the longest week ever. Never ever ending. Seriously. I am so glad it's Friday. I will feel better when my son gets to Japan. Now, I know that doesn't really snap that well, does it? There we go. Why don't you want to snap? There you go. Well, that was picky. That was kind of picky. Yeah, my mouse is having problems, and I don't know why. It was fine. Okay, hold on. Let me turn my mouse off for a minute. Do you ever have to clean the bottom of your mouse sometimes? I don't know if that's what's causing it, but that's what we're going to do real quick. Okay. All right, let's see if that makes it any better. Or if it's just going to be cantankerous tonight. I don't know, I can't tell. So we have another basket shelf here. We might just have to kind of put it over here. We can kind of just put it like that. He also does the Border Collie lie down herding pose too. Oh my goodness. Fancy. Fancy schmancy. Oh wow, that doesn't fit too much in there, does it? We're definitely gonna have to fill more of that. For sure. Yeah. Not much in a box and not much out of a box either. I might have to put one extra. We got purple. I might have to put, gosh, stop. Why are you doing that? Yeah, we might have to put 2 purples out. And we might actually have to put out like 2 oranges just because, just to fill that area. You know me, I like it to be full. I don't like it to be, have wasted space. What? You remember, is it something on my desk or what? Jeez. Making me crazy. 45, 47, 48. Oh, 50? Oh, too much. 49. Nope. 39.75. What just happened? 39.75? Okay, what am I doing? Oh, it was 49.75. Sorry. Nope. 47. All right, let's go down a little. 47.50, 48. Oh, maybe it was 48.85 that I was thinking of. That's what it was. Perfect. So I'm wondering if they're all the same price, so we could just go 48.50. See, I told you I didn't want to think too hard. You know what I'm saying? 48.50. 48.50. Oh, click on the button. Okay. And that'll take care of those two. Okay, those are all priced. It was 1, 2, 3. Am I missing a color? Hold on. I feel like I'm missing a color because I thought there was 5 in all. See, this is making me mad. I must have extra of these. I'm going to go see if there's any in the computer that says there's not missing off shelves, because there's blue. I knew there was blue. Because that's what happened to me last night. There was these 2 pallets and I wouldn't look at the computer, but it didn't come up when it said what was out of stock. You know what I mean? So I didn't order any because I didn't know about them. And I think it's doing it to me again. Okay, maybe we need to remove this guy and put him there. And put blue there. I did not see the blue. Because I knew there was 5 colors. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Perfect. Okay. So really that just leaves the inflatables and those hats. You notice I've left the hats for last because, yeah, I'm not real excited about them. I'm not excited about them at all. Aren't there 5 of them? Yeah, I got it, Gina. Sorry, you probably said that a long time ago. Sorry. I was intent on trying to figure out what was going on. Now, I've been trying to keep the summer stuff together, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. This has summer stuff. We can use that right there. Perfect. Because I bought 2 pallets of everything, so I don't know if they're all going to fit over there. We'll see what we can do. See what we can do. Oh, I quit raising stuff. I didn't say you could do that. Yeah, I'm just not real fond of the hats. Can I just not ever get the hats? I think if you unlock, I don't know. Yeah, if we don't unlock the product, I wonder if we ever really have to put it out. I mean, I wouldn't mind not putting it out. I just don't understand. They look like they belong in the sports department to me, and not the summer department. You're gonna get tsunami now? Oh, be safe, drive safe. There's a couple extra things over here that we could do. I mean, they're not summer items, but that's okay. They're close by. I personally am not one of those people that will try to put all of the departments together. I tried to at first, but if I run out of room, I run out of room. I'm not gonna sit there and go, oh, I need to find another shelf and put it over here by that. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Because you know what? I'm not gonna be the one coming back here and getting them. It's gonna be the uploaders. The unloaders. They're the ones that are gonna have to know where they are, not me. So I don't really care. I'm gonna run over this guy if he don't move faster. People wear those hats in summer to shield their eyes. I know, but I don't like them. I think if they would have made just like one set, I would have been okay. But there's 2 sets, and in the second one, there's a lot. Like, I think it's just too many. I think is what I don't like about it. I wonder if I could fit a shelf right there. Do I have any shelves left? I might not. Oh, I got one left. We're taking it. See? Oh, I thought that was empty. See, there's an empty right there. And I just reordered stuff. Now, that could be an extra pallet, to be fair. I did have some extra ones, so that could be an extra. Yeah, that'll fit right there. That'll be fine. We good to go. This pallet is reserved for staff. Well, fine. Get the staff in there. Get her done. Get her done. Get her done. Get her done. That's what my husband always sings. That just made me smile. Is anybody else playing Solar Punk? And how are you liking it? Bugsy, did you start playing it all yet? I know you've been busy. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. You could put them with the sports stuff. No law says you have to put them with the summer. It could be that it took the whole pallet to restock the shelves. Oh, could be. Could be. Yeah, maybe if I see them in person, I'll like them. I just feel like there's so many of them. Like, they put like 5 girls sun hats, and then they put like, I don't know, 10 guys caps. Okay, I'm really exaggerating big time, for sure. I'm really exaggerating, but feels a little lopsided, just saying. I did start playing and I made my airship, but I haven't gone out in it yet because I'm chicken. Bugsy, don't be chicken. Girl, the worst thing that can happen is that you just die and you come back to life. Like, it's not death-defying. It really isn't. Yeah, I know. Now I know why I'm missing everything, because I have not reordered my stock yet. That's why. Okay, now the umbrellas look better. They look fuller. Gosh, you have to get like 2 pallets though. Hey, T-Bird, how are you? Good to see you. Our bird song, sorry. I don't know why. What is that letter in front of bird? Is it an L or a 1? I keep thinking maybe it's a T, but I'm not sure it's a T. Bird song, how you doing? Okay, so let's order so that I can put my mind to rest. Or did I already do this? I feel like I already did this. Okay, so let's look at... Okay, hold on. Let me see what those are and specifically look for them. So that is... Oh, I don't need this for that. This is exclusive black suit and stone gray suit. What if I just have an extra palette? Exclusive bat. See, there's 20 on a palette. I'm just going to get rid of that palette then. The other one was the stone gray suit, and I have 12 on a palette somewhere else. So we're just going to get rid of those palettes. They're not needed. I gotta go in here. No, I don't. I gotta go right here. We'll just get rid of those. And I know there was a write on one, but sometimes I don't order enough of them. Let's just go check up there. Oh yeah, they're good up here. So maybe... I wonder what furniture the hats even fit on, you know? Summer license. Because it doesn't tell you until you buy it. Like, there's 5. Is that supposed to be like, you're doing good? Awesome. Good to hear, Birdsong. Are these like batter caps? You know what I mean? That is true, and I'm on Cozy, so I'm gonna have to try it. Yeah. Just take it slow. Just take it slow. My daughter has already had 2 surgeries for cancer on her forehead, so she's supposed to wear a hat outside. Her and Rhodey are quite the pair with their surgeries, aren't they, though? Oh, my goodness. Crash and burn. I mean, really, just take it slow. It's really not that bad, Bugsy. You'll get the hang of it really fast. I know you will. So... this is 4 hats. This is 5 hats. All we have left is the flip-flops and the hats and the rings. But I wonder what rack they go on. I mean, what shelf? We're going to do that because it's 900, you know? And then if we look at them, we find out where they are. They're up. Okay. Beach shelf. Oh, they probably go on the same thing. They probably go on either this one or this one. You have a short one or a tall one. If I have 5, well, that's a lot of caps. That's like, I was going to say we almost could do another display like we did. We could almost do a display like we did with this one and then 2 of these on each side, but I don't think we're going to need 2 of these on each side. You know what I mean? We're going to add 1 to the cart. Okay. I mean, we might as well try 1, right? We still got 26,000, and you know, after this, well, after we get these stocked and everything, we'll just open up the store. It'll be fine. I'm going to 1. I didn't know where I was going. I didn't know where I was going for a minute. All right, let's see what these look like. I mean, I would want all products regardless if I like them or not. I mean, that's just me. I want everything in the store. So it doesn't really matter. You know, last night I came in here and somebody had left the door open. Do you guys remember that? I remember that. So we could, I don't know if we have enough room, But we could kind of put this right here. Oh, it kind of makes two little rows of them. Oh, the red one's kind of pretty. I don't think they're supposed to be pretty per se. I mean, not really. All right, that's not bad. I can live with that. That's not bad. What do you guys think? All but one is the same price. No, close though. What if we do 28? What if we do 29? That's perfect. What if we do 29? That's wrong. 28.75? What about 28.5? Thank you much. And this is 18? 20? What the heck just happened? Oh. 28? Close. 28.5? Okay, what about 28.25? Perfect. And then 30? Close. Too much. 38.25? Perfect. Okay. Got that done. Let's go get these on the shelves. And then let's open the store. That wasn't so bad. They're not bad. So all we have left is 2 more products, you guys. That's it. That's all we have left. Do, 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 do. Yeah, so I definitely will be playing Solar Punk tomorrow night. Unless something comes up, that's what I'll be playing. I was watching Beacon of Nick this morning. I was like, man. Now, okay, I want to look at this. Oh, that's just one of the dream mansions. I could order one. I could order one more. What's this? The Ride-On Coupe. Okay, I could order one more of those. Just so we have enough, and I think I overdid it one time. See, there's, what's that? Oh, that's a raft. Is that the blue raft? Yeah, I think I ordered 2 of those. I just have to remember, it's hard to remember which ones I ordered 2 for and which ones I didn't. You know what I mean? Might have to get the reach truck. I really don't want to. It's not my favorite thing. Yeah, Bugsy, you don't have to go fast or anything. Just go really slow. Hi, Julie. Daddy says hi. Daddy says hi. He did. He says hi to his baby girl. They are so confused. They have no idea what's going on. They're like, I don't know. I don't know. Do I want to get the reach truck? Oh, I feel like I'm going to have to. Well, there's a spot right there. What is that? Is that binoculars? It's, oh, there's 6 up there. That's why. Well, there's a spot there. Not shampoo. That's about the only one. Oh, there's one right there. All right, we can do that. We can do that. Oh, there's something over there too. What is that? The Ride-On Coupe. So there's 2 Ride-On Coupes. And one, and there's an avocado over there that doesn't have any. I think I have 2 of them. See, I don't remember how many I have for each thing. because I did order extra on the houses and the ride-on toys because they go so fast and you don't get that many on a pallet. So it just made sense. Okay. There you go. Just see it flip around. Just flipped around. Flip, 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 flip. I hope that I can sleep in tomorrow, but I know the dogs are going to wake me up. They were better today. Had I not been woken up by the garage door and my son letting me know he was boarding, which I told him to do, and I'm glad he did. But had I not, I think the dogs would have let me sleep in a little bit. No, I'm hitting the wrong thing. Hitting the wrong button. Okay, let me go put this back. Okay, so what we could do, I just hit the wrong button. And there was another one I feel like over here. And then I felt like there was another one somewhere else. Oh, there's a raft one over here that's empty that we can go ahead and get. I mean, normally I don't go around and do this, but I just happened to notice some of those pallets were empty. Now the suits, I'm glad I got rid of because I don't need to be over ordering them. I don't think they go that fast. You know what I mean? So we'll just do that and they can go ahead and get that stuff when it gets here. No boxes found for cupcakes? Hold please. Hold please. That would be in toys. No, that would be in grocery, right? Well, what cupcakes are you talking about, buddy? No box found for cupcake. What cupcake? That's a cake. That's a candy bar. Like, what cupcake are you talking about? Cupcake, bakery. You know, the bakery just doesn't show you very well. You have to go sometimes into the bakery, walk in freezer, cooler, whatever it is. Fridge. Because you have to look and see what's on your shelves. If they're not completely empty all the way up, I don't order. Because that means we still have some. But if they're completely empty all the way up and down, then that means we don't have any. That one looks all right. There's the cupcake. So that makes me go, okay, because they've got some on the shelf out there. It's not picking up that we're out of stock. See, that's the only problem with the bakery that I have. Is that you don't really know if you're out of stock completely unless you come back here and check. And you shouldn't have to do that. That one's out. Yeah, you shouldn't have to come back here and check. If you should be able to just check completely on the computer. But for the bakery, you have to come back here. It's like he needs to call the racks that they're on something else in the computer. Because it's taking the racks like it's shelves, and it's not. So that's why you can't just go off the computer for the bakery stuff. You just can't go off of that 100%. Yeah, Gina, I got that. I got that. Yep. That's exactly what I thought when I was looking for a cupcake. I was like, wait a minute. That's bakery. But that's why just looking on the computer doesn't work 100% for the bakery. It's the only bakery problem that I have found. And it's not death defying. It's not that big of a deal. You can just go back and look at your shelves, but you shouldn't have to take that extra step. Yeah, you shouldn't have to take that extra step. Let's see how much money we can bring in today. Also, I wanted to know if we can get it like another restock or anything yet. I don't know what level you have to be next. $185. Oh, so we're close. We're almost there actually. Good, good, good. I do love the new freezers. Absolutely. I think they look super, super good. So, okay, so my son has about another hour and 10 minutes before he'll probably be boarding in about another 45 minutes. He'll be boarding his plane to go to LA. Now he gets in there. He gets into LAX at 11 o'clock my time. So that's not a very long flight because he'll be boarding at 9, or he'll be taking off at 9:50. That's almost 10 o'clock. So it's just about an hour flight. What are you doing, guys? What are you doing? So that's not going to be much of a flight. That'll be short. Hey. But his next one, then they leave at 12:50 to go to Japan, and that's the last flight to go to Japan. That's going to be the really long flight. I want to say it's about 13 hours, you guys. It's a very long flight. But I'll feel better once he's on that flight, and I know he will too because it's the last flight, at least. And then just think, he has to go through that again to come home in 2 weeks. I'm not going to tell him that. I'm not going to say that. So yeah, he's had a heck of a day. I really hope once he's on the flight to Japan, because it's so long, I really hope he can just fall asleep for a while. I think he's got to be exhausted. He left here about 3:30 to go to the airport this morning. And he's been on the go since then. So he's got to be exhausted. Is it LA time? Because he gets back 2 hours when he gets to LA. Well, when he looks at his itinerary, it's actually whatever time it is in that state. So he told me he leaves for LAX at 9:50 and then his flight departs at 12:50. Well, you're right. It could be. He leaves Dallas. Dallas is my time. So 9:50 for him is in about an hour. Because that's actually our time. So when he gets to LAX, if it's 12:50, it'd be 2 hours early. That's gonna make my head hurt. That's gonna make my head hurt, Bugsy. Hi, Grammy Q. How are you? Good to see you. I don't know. I can't even think that straight, Bugsy. You just made my head hurt. I mean, if that was the case, then by the time he gets back, it would be about the time he left. And that doesn't make sense. I thought that would make your head, it makes my head hurt really bad. Gosh, they might actually move my husband into a regular room when I'm actually asleep at this point. Because I'm not going to stay up super late tonight because I am very, very tired myself. I have a lot of stuff going on this weekend during the day. A lot of my husband's business stuff that needs to be wrapped up. That I'm not looking forward to, but I am looking forward to it being done and over with. Because I don't want to have to think about it or deal with it anymore. I just want to be able to deal with my household stuff, you know? And not have to worry about his business stuff on top of that. Because his business is going to be on hiatus for a while. And his business may never become a business again. We don't know that. I'm sending positive thoughts and prayers to you and your hubby. Thank you so much, Grammy Q. Thank you. I really appreciate that. We had some really good positive things happen the last couple days. So yeah, very encouraged. Very encouraged. Shelly Marie, how are you? Good to see you. Yeah, I had some good things happen last night and tonight when I was up there. So very, very, very encouraged right now. Hopefully not too encouraged and then have a blow up in my face kind of thing. But yeah, it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. One day at a time, one day at a time. But I am really tired, so I'm not going to stream too late. Very, very tired. I didn't get stream notification today, which was weird. Oh, really? Shelly, I just created it after I got home from the hospital, after I got home from getting something to eat with my son. So I literally, it was only like maybe up for like 20 minutes before I went live. I didn't even know if I was going to stream tonight for sure. Oh, my son is so funny. Oh. Okay, so that was funny. Yeah, I just didn't even know if I was going to stream or not, but I felt like I wanted to just play a little bit. I'm feeling refreshed after eating something. Aww. So my youngest son is on his way to Japan, but he's still in Dallas, Texas. And he's not moved very far since he left at 6:30 a.m. this morning to get there. He's had a really long day. So he's getting ready to leave Dallas. Well, he said his plane's getting ready to get there so that they can get ready to board to go to LAX. And then he's got a little layover in LAX, and then he's on his way to Japan. So they have some really severe weather in Dallas, so they canceled all the flights. And so he got stuck in Oklahoma while their plane refueled. And then finally got to Dallas because their weather finally quit. And now he went and got something to eat, so he feels better. But he was really panicking. So he's still in Dallas, but getting ready to leave soon for LAX. So yeah, he's had a heck of a day. I was at work trying to literally try to rebook his flight because all the flights in Dallas were getting canceled. And then I saw Serendipity playing. I'm like, Sarah, how close are you to Dallas? What's going on with the weather over there? So he feels better now, though. He's had something to eat. I think he's just like ready to get on the plane from LAX to go to Japan. And he's got a 13-hour flight. And then I think he's exhausted enough. I think he'll fall asleep on the plane, which I think would be good for him right now. Is your older son going to be able to work while your husband is in the hospital? No, not with the business. Because the business is under my husband's LLC and under his everything. So the business really can't continue because of him being in the hospital. So he's put in a couple job applications at a couple different places. We all felt like as a family that, it's really in my husband's name. So technically, they shouldn't be working without him there. They could legally get in trouble. My husband's best friend is a lawyer, and we kind of talked to him about it to see what he thought. And he said, legally, if my husband's not there to at least supervise and somebody catches them, he could actually get in trouble. So we're like, no, we're done. We're going to put the business to the side for right now. Well, I think it's for the best. Yeah.
You're awesome.
You're awesome. And I'm having his brand new truck that he's only made one payment on. He told me if something happened to him to let them take it. So I'm waiting for them to call me and set up a time, and they're going to come get it. Because I'm not dealing with it. I have too much other stuff going on to deal with. And that's what he wanted. So there we go. Lots of stuff going on. But Shelly, just to catch you up, and anybody else who was not here earlier, last night when I talked to the nurse, a speech pathologist came to see my husband and used flashcards and asked him to point to whichever one they were asking him to point to. And he literally pointed to every single one of them, got every single one of them correct. So he may not be fully aware or 100% awake, but he's there. He knows what he's doing. He has enough cognizance to know which is right and wrong on the questions that she asked him. She was very impressed because it's only been 2 weeks today. She was very impressed how well he's progressing in such a short time. So with that, she's going to start working with him on swallowing, learning how to swallow again, so that hopefully eventually they'll be able to take out the feeding tube and he could actually drink and maybe eat some soft foods. The other thing is, he's not talking yet, but he's mumbling a lot. Like he's kind of wanting to try to talk, but he's just not really sure how to do it yet. In other good news, I went up there tonight and held his hand for the first time since this happened. And he squeezed my hand, like almost really too hard. Don't tell me he doesn't have strength. He squeezed my hand. Hi, tigers. And he, they're moving him to a regular room and out of ICU. So they're still going to have him on the same floor, which is the neurology floor. But that's fine, Tigress. You don't have to tell me, hon. It's still going to be on the same floor, the neurology floor. So it's not going to be very far from where he is in the ICU. But he's absolutely, he's going to be in a regular room. That's good news that he's squeezed and moving out of ICU. Yeah, Da Vinci, I'm so happy. It's little steps. It's encouraging, but scary. He's not where he needs to be, but he's getting there. It's like we take one day at a time. One day at a time. So, a lot of good news today. Love that he squeezed my hand. Oh my gosh, I started crying. I was trying so hard not to cry because I didn't want to scare him, you know. I was trying so hard not to cry, and the tears just rolled. I could not hold them back. And he kept rubbing his thumb against my skin, and I was doing the same thing with him. And, you know, we were kind of looking at each other, and I saw a little bit of a tear come out the corner of his right eye. So I think we were both really emotional right then. It was really good. He lifted his head up for the first time. I have not seen him hold his head up. And he actually sat up a little bit in the bed and had his head up. He was trying to cough, but before, when the physical therapy team went in there and sat him at the foot of his bed, he couldn't hold his head up. They had to hold his head, literally. And he could hold his head up tonight. I saw that. I'm just like, wow, I'm just floored how well he's doing. I'm just so happy about it. So we'll see where we go from here. They haven't moved him to a room yet that I know of. They were supposed to call me. They were supposed to call me when they do to let me know the room number and stuff. I have not heard from them yet. So I don't know. Maybe it may be after I go to sleep. So now if we can just get my son to Japan, or at least on the last flight to Japan, I'd be a happy mom right now. That's amazing. It is amazing. I'm so happy. So yeah, he still has a long way to go. There's no doubt. I mean, he's got a head trauma. There's no doubt he's got a long way to go, but I feel like he's just really been doing so well. So I don't know. I just feel like baby steps. Now if I can get if my son will get on his next to the last plane. Next to the last plane. So we made a pretty good money tonight, I think. I think we did pretty good. Excuse me, pardon me. Trying to get money here. Got on my way. It has been the longest week at work though, because it was so hard to work this week, knowing that my husband was laying there, you know, not knowing if he was going to wake up, or like last night when I called the nurse and she told me about the speech pathologist going in there and stuff. I said, hey, can you put me on speakerphone? And she did. And as soon as I started talking, she said he kept trying to reach for her stethoscope because he was trying to get to the phone because he heard my voice. And that made me lose my my crying ability right there. That lost me right there. But I kept talking to him, and he still, like, he fell asleep before I left the hospital tonight. He still, you know, needs a lot of rest, needs a lot of care. My biggest concern for him moving into a regular room, and you can bet your bottom dollar that I'll be asking about this when he finally gets into his new room. Is he able to hit the call nurse button? Does he know where that is? Can we make sure he knows how to do that? Because, like, he's just not all there yet. You know, he's not 100%. And that's the only thing, is if he starts choking or something, it's not like ICU where they have a nurse sitting right outside his room. So I want to make sure they need to work with him on knowing how to call the nurse or something. That part I'm kind of worried about. And sometimes I think they let people out in different situations at the hospital, whether they discharge them completely or they move them to a room where they think they can handle it by themselves, and they really can't. So I'm a little worried about that. I'm a little concerned. Hopefully he'll be just fine, but yeah, I'm a worrywart. And I'll always be a worrywart. I cannot turn that off, and I won't even try. So I don't think I'll be awake when my son finally gets on the plane for Japan, and not if it's going to leave at 12:50 our time. 12:50 LAX time, though, would be 10:50, right? Because I know once you get to LAX, the time's going to change. But I think when they print it on the ticket, it's LAX's time. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you look at your itinerary when you're on a plane, and you're changing planes and stuff, because he's landing in LAX, I think the time of departure is LA time. So if it's 12:50 LA time, then it's going to be like 2:50 in the morning my time, right? Am I doing the math right, Bugsy? They were also having this big scavenger hunt for all the people that were selected to go there and take these courses in Tokyo. On Sunday, and he asked the coordinator, he told the coordinator what he's been going through, and he's like, I'm gonna be exhausted when I get there. Do I have to do the scavenger hunt? And they said no. He's like, oh, thank goodness, now I can rest. It should be LA time. Okay, that's what I think. I'm correct on the math. Okay, thank you. It's not very often that I'm correct on the math. Let me just tell you. Let's go ahead and end the day. 557 and only one available products. So we're getting better and better at the unavailable products. That's working out really, really well. The most sold product was lobster. If that's true, I bet you that's the one that was unavailable, because you only have 4 lobster tanks and they don't hold that much. And I have 2 pallets that I order at a time for them. But that wouldn't last very long. There's not that many on a pallet. That could be the unavailable product right there. And if so, that would make sense. That would make a lot of sense. Upgrade cost. What? I wonder what that's for. Loan payments, I know, because they added loans. I won't do loans ever in any game. I just don't like them. That makes sense because we expanded the warehouse. But I wonder what this upgrade cost is. I'm trying to keep my phone kind of lit so that it's still, so I can still see if he posts instead of dinging me to death. Because I've been dinged out, you guys, the last couple of weeks with my husband in the hospital. If it's not a text, it's Facebook Messenger. There's always something that's dinging at me from somebody. I'm pretty much dinged out. What are these products? Oh, the classic beach ball? Why aren't these being returned to where they belong? Let's go see if we can find it. It's the red and silver. Red, silver and gold, silver and gold. This could just be silver and red. Silver and red. That isn't where I put them all. This is why people put stuff together. I know, and I am out of zinc pills. Apparently, these are all the hats that I did. Yeah, those are all the hats. The rest of them are over here, I think. Yep, right there. Nanner, nanner, nanner. I'll put them away if y'all aren't going to do it. They're supposed to, and then they took the other box. They're supposed to put them back on the pallets. And they took the last one that I was going to come get. But we have 2 extra shelves right here. Let's go. Plus I opened up these 2. You guys, we are so close to finishing the summer department. We might be able to just finish it. I always wait till they restock so I can just make sure 100% what is needed. Because until they're done, I really don't have 100% a great idea. How's everybody doing? What you doing? I'm just going to sit here and wait for them to get done. thing that just is so different right now is, my husband and I have been together for 31 years, and you get used to each other, gets used to things that the other does. Like my husband usually empties the trash. Well, my oldest son has kind of taken that job, which I'm very thankful. So he's been taking the trash out and stuff. He complains about it, but he still does it because that's just him. But like he always makes sure the dogs have food in their food bowl and water in their water bowl. And I've had to make myself look for that. It's not that I don't care about them. I've just never had to think about it because my husband's always done it. So now it's like they come in here and they'll go, just look at me like, why aren't you getting my water filled? And I'm looking at them like, what do you want? And then I'm like, oh, well, maybe they need water or food. And then I have to go in there and look. It's just, we've had them for 3 years. They're 3 years old. And he's always done it twice a day. And I've never had to think about it, So just things like that is just normally things that each other does. And until they're not here, you don't think about it, Poor dogs. They're getting the raw end of the deal. Actually, Jack's kind of liking it right now because he's been taking over my husband's side of the bed. See, now they're crashed in the hall because my husband always went to bed about 6:30. On the weekends, sometimes he'd stay up a little later, but he works, he does labor, so he's really exhausted when he gets home. And so he goes to bed at 6:30. He just can't keep his eyes open anymore. Well, he always automatically wakes up between 1 and 3 every morning. He gets up, gets the puppies, and goes out in the living room and lets them out. And then half the time, I'm so used to it, I don't even know he got up and left. You never really know how to properly miss someone until they're gone. Well, I miss him because I love him. I miss his banter. I miss his TV being really loud. I was telling him this earlier. I said, it's too quiet in the house when you're gone. I was telling the nurse, I said, I'm always saying, my husband and I banter back and forth. We don't ever talk serious very often, but we always banter. And I'm always like, do you need to have your ears checked? Do you need to have your hearing checked? Because your TV is so loud. Can you not hear that? But it's just the little things that they do. I miss him because I just miss him. But I just don't. It's the little things that he does, Glad to hear your husband is progressing well. You are his advocate. Don't feel bad for that. Stay strong. You have so much going on. Thank you so much, Ornamental. I can't say that word. Butterfly. I appreciate that so much. You miss the routine. Yeah. Absolutely. He'd come back here almost every day. And after I get home from work, and I'd be tired, and I'm sitting here, and he has to come back and tell me about his day, which involved 4x4s, whatever the deck he was making. And he knows I don't understand any of that, but he has to tell me about it every day. And I miss that now. I'd give anything to hear him or to see him walk down here and sit down and tell me about his day. You know what I mean? But yeah, we banter all the time. In fact, some of my friends, I know Shelly Marie's heard him. I'll be sitting there in here playing a game with her and Januki and Jamie, and we'd be on a Discord call, and he'd walk in and say something just right off the wall. And we just go back and forth because that's what we do. But yeah. So they are thinking about moving him to a long-term care hospital. He had head surgery. He has a head trauma. It's not as critical now. They were worried about his blood thinner that he's had in his system for a long time, not being able to stop forming a blood clot right after the surgery. So for the first like 48 to 72 hours were critical. But every CT scan that he had, the swelling kept continuing to go down and there wasn't blood forming, to that degree. So I feel like he's out of the woods in that perspective, but now I feel like he's going to have to learn how to talk again. He may have to learn how to walk again. So we're fully prepared for that. We know that, but it's been suggested that he go to an out-of-state long-term hospital. Well, because he's doing so well in moving to a normal room and getting out of the ICU, I've been trying to get a hold of the social worker so that I took Monday off from work to see if I could sit down with her and say, okay, how long do we have to see if he really needs to still go to that? There are some around here, but that one's supposedly the best. Well, we want what's best for him. We want him to have the best care possible. But because he's doing so much more than they thought he would at this point, is it really necessary, or can he go to one closer here? I don't know that. The bad thing is the neurosurgeon who did his head surgery, they changed shifts to a different doctor a few days after that happened. And I never hear from that doctor. I have no idea the extent of his injuries at this point, what he thinks. I have no idea. I work full time. He doesn't call me or anything. So I have no idea what his condition is and how much it's improved. I know what I can see and what I can hear, but I don't know internally like they do. I'm not a doctor. So I want to talk to the social worker about that and say, I need to have a better understanding, and if she still thinks that he should go there and if that's the best place for him, we've decided as a family because, I told my kids, we will decide everything as a family. We include his sister in our decisions, but ultimately it's our decision. And while we'd rather he not go that far because it'd be a 4-hour drive, which doesn't seem like a lot to a lot of people. It didn't used to be for me either, but I'm not that great in physical condition either anymore. It would be hard on me to drive that long to go see him, especially with working and everything. It would be really hard. Hey, Neon, how are you? Good to see you. How you doing? How are you doing? So, it's not me trying to be selfish. I want the best for him, but I also want to see what our options are. You know what I mean? And if that's the only option that we have, then that's what we'll do. Neon is good. Slow day. Oh, I wish I could say the same. I would love to say the same. Gosh, you guys not done yet? Y'all take forever. I'm not kidding. I'm not a kidding. Looks like you're working on the clothing area. That's not looking bad. What about our toys? Oh, what are we out of over there? Oh, it's the Barbie house. It's the Barbie house, the infamous Barbie house that is always out. Oh, the Ride-On toys look good and the other Dream House looks good. That one Barbie house is a killer. It's very popular. It's not even on sale. It's very popular. Okay, I think they're really close to being done. If you could walk a little faster. Yeah. If you could walk a little faster, please. But yeah, it's tough being with somebody for 31 years and then all of a sudden just being alone. And I mean, my kids are here. Well, one of them is. The other one's getting on a flight pretty soon. I bet you they're getting ready to board pretty quick. His girlfriend's here. She lives with us. My youngest son's girlfriend. And then my oldest son. So they're here. They're downstairs. If I need anything, but you know it's not the same. It's not the same. And basically they're all downstairs. I'm the only one up here. Me and the dogs. Me and the doggies who are crashed out in the hall now. I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go lock the back door. I'll be right back. Alrighty, I'm back. Thanks for hanging. Feel a little bit better with the back door closed. Why don't we go open? Let's go open. Let's see if we can get a bunch more money today. See how we do. Oh, I was going to add to the line in the summer. I didn't do that, did I? Did I even reorder, you guys? Surely I did. See what they're saying. I don't think I reordered. This isn't good. Okay, cool. Let's reorder real quick. Yeah, it's going to be a day where they're going to find a lot of stuff probably not there. I thought I had already reordered. I feel like I've lost my mind. They must have just been doing that from last night, maybe? We'll just get that going real quick. That's weird. I could have sworn I'd already done it. See, I've lost my mind. It's fine. It's fine. We had a lobster. Clothing. Holy cannoli. I really thought I had already reordered this morning. It's what happens. It's what happens. Clothing, we don't have that.
I hope these were
We had pills that were out. Football cleats, that's important. Thought I had pills that were completely out. Maybe not. Summer? Nope. Vending? Nope. Okay. Not too bad. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. We'll just let them get going then. Well, that's what happens when you're not paying attention.
Nice and fresh.
Oh my goodness. What is everybody else playing tonight? Anything fun? Are you playing anything fun tonight? I kind of can't wait to get back to Solar Punk tomorrow night. I really, really love that game. Hey, Matthew, how are you? Good to see you. You just getting home from work? I was watching Beacon of Nick play this morning, play Solar Punk. And it's so funny because I was like kind of reminiscing with him because I watched him play the alpha. And I actually have videos on my channel of playing the alpha and the beta. But we were talking about that. He really does really good house builds. He does really, really good. I really like how his turn out. I'm not that creative when I do mine. I like them okay, but I'm not that creative. You're playing Farming Simulator 25 for reasons unknown. You don't know why you're playing it. That's funny. No, tomorrow I have to work. How are things with your dad? You mean my husband? They're getting better little bit by little bit, Matthew. Thank you so much for asking. We're graduating a little bit from ICU, being in the ICU to a regular room. I don't think they've moved him yet, but they're looking for one to move him in. I just love the animation in this game because you can actually see her scanning and you can see his stuff is coming up on the screen. It looks really cool. And then she puts her credit card in. She pushes a button and she gets it in her package and she leaves. It is so cool. Excuse me. Thank you, Matthew. Well, we got like up to 75 out of 100. That's in the store at one time. That's pretty darn good. That's probably the highest it's been. No, I think I've gotten up to 83 before. Possibly. If I remember right. Well, don't hold your breath on if I remembered it right. Because I certainly may not have.
You're awesome!
You're awesome.
I love that freshly baked smell.
This might end up being the last day, you guys. I'm just not streaming too late tonight because I am super tired. Super duper tired. I've had a lot of stuff going on today.
That looks great. Nice.
I've had a lot of stuff going on for the last couple weeks, to be fair. I'm kind of hoping my dogs will let me sleep in a little bit tomorrow. And then I don't know, since I'm off Monday, I might stream Sunday night also, just because I don't have to work Monday. Because everything that I have to do is during the day. Monday especially, I have a lot of calls to make. You know, there's always certain businesses that aren't, they close at 5 and they're not open, they're only open Monday through Friday. It's calls that I have to make like that on Monday. That's why I took the day off. Calls I'm not real excited about having to make, but the ones that have to be done. So, yeah, we're still up to 75, 74, 76. It's about half the day's over. I would think he should be boarding pretty soon. They usually board about a half an hour before.
I hope these were baked today.
You know, it's really hard because, you know, he's flown a lot with us when we've been on several cruises. This is the first time he's flown by himself. And not that it's like I told him, it's not that I don't trust you and I know you have a good head on your shoulders. You know, you have good common sense, but Japan is a long way away. You know? And when you're getting on different connecting flights and stuff to get there, it's like, if something happens, my hands are tied. And then things happened today and it was really rough going. He got really frustrated. He got really upset at one point, but he's better now. He's fine. He handled everything fine. He was just kind of really worried there for a while. And I mean, there wasn't anything he could really do until he got to the airport he needed to get to.
Another time.
I told him, I said, once you get there, you go right to the information desk and say, okay, this is where I need to go. This is what I've already paid for. You need to figure out how to get me there. I said, you have to remember you're the customer and you've already paid your money. And that's what he did. And they got him straightened out. Sometimes we have to learn the hard way. You know, not everything's going to go right all the time. And it's unfortunate because we hate seeing him go through things like that, but he'll remember that forever. He'll also remember what to do if it ever happens again somewhere down in his life, you know? But for our parent, it's hard to watch them go through stuff like that and not be able to comfort them because you're not there. And all I could do was message him, give him words of comfort, tell him, they were canceling flights in Dallas. There wasn't anything anybody could do except wait until you get there, wait until you finally get there, and then have them work it out. And that's what he did. So I'm pretty proud of him. It's been a long day for him. But he's getting there. I'm definitely not waiting up until he takes off from LAX, but I didn't used to take my phone to my bedroom at night because I didn't have a reason to. Both my kids live here, and so I never have to worry about them. But ever since my husband's been in his accident and at the hospital, I take my phone to bed because the neurosurgeon said at the beginning, no news is good news. And I've lived by that since he's been in there. No news is good news. Because he said, if you get a call, like in the middle of the night or whatever, it's probably not going to be good news. So I was almost, especially the very first night, I was literally afraid to go to sleep. And I thought, well, maybe if I don't go to sleep, then they won't call me. Not good logic. But I never got the call. So far, knock on wood, I've not gotten that call. But I still take it to bed with me. And as long as he is not in this house, and with my son being in Japan the next 2 weeks, that phone will always be in my bedroom when I go to bed at night. So when he boards to go to Japan on the last flight, he'll message and I'll hear it ding and I'll wake up and check my phone. That's what I did this morning. So it's what we got to do. It's what we got to do. Man, it's still in the 70s. How many people are in here? It's still up in the 70s. And it's 2 hours till closing. Almost 1 hour. Now it's 1 hour. And now it's starting to come down. But it's still up in the 70s. Look at that. That is awesome. You guys buy everything. I know I'll have to restock everything, but buy everything. We want the money, money, money. Give me the money, money, money. Are there any games coming out soon that you guys are excited about? I feel like I've been so out of the loop the last couple weeks. My son went to the Philippines. He forgot to tell me. What? I mean, he lived on his own, but still, yeah, we had a talk. Oh, Da Vinci. I would not have taken that well. Well, it's funny because my son that's going to Japan, he's my youngest, who's 27 now. But when he was 18, he lived out on his own for 3 years. And I could never get him to even text me or message me to say hi, ever. It was like it was never thought of again. The only time I would ever hear from him is if I would have invited him over for dinner or whatever. And I'm like, look, I am tired of worrying about you all the time. Oh, but when he got COVID, he called me. Or when he got sick. I'm like, I see how it is. Hey, Jim Singh, how are you? Good to see you. But yeah, I told him, we talked before he left for the airport this morning. We talked yesterday. I said, I believe in you. You're very smart. You have common sense. You have a good head on your shoulders. But I want to know, I'm at my connecting flight gate. I am now boarding. I am now doing that. You're going to tell me until you get to your hotel in Tokyo and say, I am now in my hotel room in Tokyo. Now, I don't expect you to do that every day while you're in Tokyo because you're there for 2 weeks, but we made a family group chat on Facebook Messenger, and so that's where we've been corresponding. Also, it's been easier to update about their dad in there so that everybody knows at the same time, and I don't have to copy and paste 1,000,001 times. But he's been really good about telling me everything and even freaking out when his flight got canceled. Well, first it got delayed, then it got canceled. Then all the other ones that we tried to rebook to got canceled. I was like, okay, you can stop that now. So he's been really good about it now, but boy, he wasn't before, but we had a talk. I'm like, you're not going that far on your own and not keeping me updated. Also told him, I have already seen about bad places. There's bad places everywhere. Don't walk around on your own. There's safety in numbers. You're in a strange place. You don't know where good places are or where bad places are. And I said, you're going to be around a lot of people because a lot of people were selected to go take these courses in Tokyo. They're all in the same hotel. I'm like, make friends. Go walk. If you want to go sightsee in the evening or on the weekend, go together. Safety in numbers. Safety in numbers. I put my dad on Life 360 so he doesn't run away and get a mail order bride. Instead, he checks on me. He's like, you drove a lot yesterday. Oh, that's so funny. That's hysterical. Good for your dad. That's hysterical. I love that. I love your dad already. Your dad is cool. My mom lived with us for 4 years, so I didn't have to really try real hard to keep an eye on her. She didn't really keep an eye on me either, though. But my kids, they were a lot younger, and they like to go down and visit with her after they get home from school. I dreamed that I went to see that new movie, Disclosure Day. The disclosure that everyone should like and subscribe so they never miss a stream. I don't think the actual movie would be better. Galen, you're so funny. Thank you so much. It gives him something to do to check on you. Probably keeps him busy. He probably needs that to keep him busy. I need to find something for my husband when he gets home to make him busy. Because here's the thing. You know, he's been talking the last couple years that if we both retire, I'll be streaming full time. I know what I'll be doing because that's what I like to do. And that's what I always, if I'm not streaming, I'm still playing games because that's what I like to do. He likes to watch TV. But he gets bored after a while and I don't. So he needs to find something to do. I'm hoping after this accident that maybe that will help change his mind a little bit. I think he needs to not work anymore. Definitely not getting on any more ladders or scaffolding for sure. but to maybe slow down a little bit, you know, because he is ADHD. He fully admits it. He gets bored really easily. But he's going to have to figure out something to do that's not dangerous and doesn't take a lot of whatever, because he's done. He's done in my book. So, oh yeah, we made quite a bit of our money back. We made quite a bit of I've not heard from my son yet. And it's 9:30 here. And where he is boarding is the same time zone of mine as ours. So I would think he would be boarding now. He did say they were waiting for a group to get done because his plane was there. So maybe, hopefully it's not delayed. Let's hope that where it's not delayed. I think we don't want to see that word anymore. Okay, here goes Mom. Are you boarding yet? I will always be that way with my kids. I don't care how old they are. It's kind of like your dad and you, Da Vinci. I don't care how old they are. That's what I do. That's what I've done all his life. Oh, the plane that was there is just now moving so soon. Okay, good. Good. Small pushback. I get to LA by 11:20 or so. Still in an hour and a half to make my big flight. Good. As long as there's no delays there. I'm not going to say that to him, though. Heaven, no, I'm not going to. I'm not going to add to his wild day that he's had today, for sure. But anyway, I think this might be our last day, you guys. I know it's a shorter stream, but I'm literally mentally exhausted. And he's shooting me pictures. He's shooting me pictures. It says he's getting ready to board. Yay. So he'll message me when he gets into LAX. He's got about 2-hour flight to LAX. And then a little bit of a layover. He said an hour and a half layover in LAX. So that's not that long. And then he'll be on his final flight to Japan. So if you have the flight number, you can follow it on your phone. I do that when my daughter goes back east. I would, but I'm going to be asleep when he gets there or while he's traveling there. I mean, it's a 13-hour flight. Well, I probably won't be asleep the whole time. I had the flight number, but it's probably changed a lot. But I'm counting on him to just keep in touch with me. You know, I did that when my oldest son flew down to Florida. He had to take a different flight than we did. And when he got there, he forgot his charger and his phone died. So he couldn't call us and tell us he was there, and we couldn't get a hold of him. I was freaking out. But you know what? Sometimes you got to let go enough to let them be an adult. I'm trying to do that. I'm not going to say I'm 100% successful in my head. I'm not 100% successful in my head, but I'm hoping he thinks that I'm putting all my trust in him and knowing that he can handle it. That's what I hope. I'm always a basket of nerves until they land. Oh, Shelly, me too. Shelly, you've been so quiet. Did you hear what I said about my husband? I was saying Shelly, and then I said it all, and you've never said a word. So I don't know if you heard it or if you were doing other stuff. Yeah, I was all excited. I never saw you respond unless I missed it. Unfortunately, I worry about things that are not in my control, which is a really bad thing to do. But it's kind of like it's not a switch that I can just turn off. Oh my gosh, no, what? Okay, hold on. My son's freaking out. I'll be fine, probably. When you get Is LAX like a huge airport? I read it, such amazing news. Read what? Oh. No. You started to crying then. Aw. I'm so sorry I made you cry. No, it was tonight's news, Shelly. It was tonight. It was... He's panicking because now the plane's not going to land till midnight, and his departing plane leaves at 12:50. He has like 50 minutes to get to the next gate. So I told him, have your gate number ready. When you get there, go right over to the information desk at that gate and say, where's this gate? Where is this gate? I know, Ronald, that's what that's what he said. But you were coming home, the starter engine didn't start on my plane. No big deal. They just had to jump start the plane. Oh, great. It's kind of like a one of those plastic planes kind of thing. So I just told him to go right to the gate's information desk and say, where's this gate? How fast can I get there? So he's like, I'm fine, probably. I think at this point, it's almost like hysterical laughter. But Shelly, really beyond that, because I didn't post this because this happened today. When my oldest son went to see him, he heard my husband say his name. Now, my husband hasn't talked except to say, ow, so far. But when I went up to see him after work, he held my hand and he squeezed my hand. We sat there and held hands for probably a good couple minutes, but he squeezed my hand pretty hard, and we rubbed each other's hands with our thumbs, like just caressing. But I was trying not to cry, but I couldn't help the tears. And I saw a tear come out of his right eye. So we were both just really in the moment, happy to see each other, and he recognized me. And it was such a surreal moment to be able to hold his hand for finally and look into his eyes and know that he was really there looking at me. Because up until now, he wasn't. He hasn't been. So, oh. Oh God, his plane just moved to a different gate. This boy has had the worst freaking day ever. That's so amazing. I can't imagine the emotions that you went through at that point, the joy and relief. I wish I could just hug you right now. Thank you, Shelly. Well, they also told us they're moving him out of ICU into a regular room. It's still going to be on the same floor in neurology. He still does have a head trauma, but he's just not as critical as he was. So they're going to be moving him into a regular room. So he's actually in a good mood, but they just moved his plane to a different gate. He goes, oh my God, they just moved my plane to a different gate. And then he goes, we're all walking there together, LOL. Well, he's not going to miss the plane because they're all going, everybody that's getting on that plane is walking together. And then he said, he's really in good spirits. He says, they're really making me work for it. I'm like, well, they really are. They really are. Oh my gosh. So I told him what you said, Shelly, after if he ever gets on the plane. If he ever gets on the plane, I told him what you said. That's so funny. If he has had something happen to every single plane he was supposed to get on, I'm not kidding you. That boy has had the worst luck today. I just can't even imagine. Now, I'm not going to say this hasn't happened to me before when we went on a cruise, because it has. I spent my 12-hour fair share in the Miami airport waiting on the next plane because ours couldn't make our connected flight got canceled. I've been there, done that. So yeah, they haven't moved him into a regular room yet, but they're supposed to be doing that. They said they'd call me and give me the room number when it happens. I've not heard anything yet. It could be they don't have a room ready until tomorrow. So I think they were waiting for a bed to open up in a room, and then they would have to clean and everything, sterilize, all that stuff, all that fun stuff. So I probably will try to call the nurse and see if he's still there, because I usually call every night before I go to bed, before they do shift change. They usually do shift change about 10:30 my time. So I usually call before then. So I'll call and they're either going to say, oh, he moved to a different room. Or not. Or they're just going to tell me how he's doing. And to be fair, it's only 9:45, and even though their plane got moved and they're walking to the next gate where it is, it wasn't supposed to leave for another 5 minutes anyway. So they might be another 5 or 10 minutes late getting before they take off. That's not too bad. But yeah, he said he's going to get there later than he was supposed to. But it's been every plane today, you guys. It makes me scared for anybody I know to fly. If this is what's going to happen, like, you know, that's kind of scary. Did I already collect these? I did. Cool. So yeah, maybe the next time I see him, he'll be in a regular room, and I don't know what that's going to look like. I don't know if he's going to be sharing it with somebody, possibly. But because he's in neurology, it could be he might have a private room. I don't know. I've never had anybody in neurology before in that floor. So, I don't know. I said, is it going to be closer to the parking garage? My God, the walk is so long, y'all. It's not even funny. Not even funny. I cannot wait for the cooler weather next week where I live in the United States. It's been hot and humid this week. It's all going to be in the 70s pretty much next week. Yeah, it's been pretty warm here. Not going to lie. It's been pretty warm here. I haven't even looked at next week's weather yet. He did take his Switch too. He did take his iPad because he knew he was going to have a long flight on the way to Japan anyway. But I'm really hoping he'll be so tired that once they take off and they're in the air for a while, I'm really hoping he'll go to sleep and sleep for a while. Sleep a big chunk of that 13-hour flight. And then I'm going to be like, I can't believe my son is that far away. That's already making me like, oh my gosh, I might have to take one of my anxiety pills tonight. Jeez. Can I not catch a break either? I mean, I'm so excited for him that he gets this opportunity, and so is he. But this is making me crazy, just like it is him. It makes me nervous. And to think he's doing all this on his own, I'm really proud of him. I'm so proud of him. He freaked out a little bit when he got stuck in Oklahoma, but he's doing better now, and he's kind of laughing it off. So that's good, because he really was freaking out. You guys, I think we're going to end here. We'll go ahead and go to the next day. 592 people. That's quite a bit. Okay, we had 7 unavailable products. I cannot ever get this to 0, and I don't know. It's got to be those toys and stuff, but it's really hard to know what you're always out of because it never tells you. I wish the dev would update it somewhere that tells you what you keep running out of, because the more products you get, it's harder to determine what that would be. That just makes me crazy. Makes me crazy. But we have $81,000. That's pretty good. But you guys, I am going to call it a night. I am so exhausted, and I can't not wait. Well, now I'm going to wait till my son probably gets on this next flight. But then I'm probably going to go to bed pretty soon. I'm sure he'll let me know once he gets to LAX. So, but you guys have a wonderful rest of your day or night, depending on where you are. And until next time, I'll see you soon.